I did it, I tried seed. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion about it. Now, if you haven't heard of seed before, it's a very, very popular prebiotic and probiotic known as a synbiotic. If you haven't tried seed before, it's a prebiotic and probiotic supplement that is all over social media. You see influencers promoting it, you see celebrities promoting it, and you probably have wondered if it's actually worth the hype. So today I'm going to share with you my own personal experience with seed and also from my dietitian lens to see if this is actually worth taking and if I actually enjoyed it. And just so you know, seed has not paid me a single penny. They didn't even send me the product. I bought this all on my own because I was curious and wanted to do my own little scientific experiment. So this is not sponsored. This is just my honest opinion. Now, for those of you that don't know me, hi, I'm Katey. I'm a registered dietitian and certified personal trainer. My goal is to help you achieve health and wellness in an easy and affordable way. And my ultimate goal is to help you feel your best, whatever that looks like. Okay, so now we'll dive in and talk about seed. What is seed? Simply put, seed is a prebiotic and a probiotic supplement. Now you'll notice that it's called seed synbiotic. What a synbiotic just means is that it contains both prebiotics and probiotics. I have talked about probiotics and prebiotics in previous videos, but just as a refresher, a prebiotic is a food or supplement that helps to feed beneficial bacteria that live in your gut. A probiotic is a strain of beneficial bacteria and sometimes other microorganisms that confer different health benefits. So we do want to make sure that we're getting plenty of prebiotics and probiotics in our diet to keep our gut nice and healthy. Now, there are tons of prebiotic and probiotic supplements out there on the market. So what makes seeds so special? In 2 seed capsules, you get 24 different probiotic strains totaling 53.4 billion AFUs. Now, this company uses AFUs, which stands for active fluorescent units. Now, this measurement is relatively new compared to CFUs, which stands for colony forming units, but active fluorescent units, or AFUs, is a more new thing, and it seems to be more accurate in measuring probiotic counts. You also get a prebiotic strain known as punicalagins, and this is derived from Indian pomegranate. Now, finally, they have via cap delivery technology, and you can't really see it here, so maybe I'll put an image up here, but it actually has 2 casings around it. And this helps to ensure that the bacteria actually reach our intestines and aren't destroyed during digestion. Now, if you go on their website, I really love the fact that they are really transparent about their ingredients. As you can see on the image here, they list all of their ingredients, all their bacteria strains, and all of the amounts. And I absolutely love this. One of my biggest pet peeves with companies is that they use proprietary blends and they don't spit out what's actually in the product and how much. And if you are buying a probiotic, the number one thing I would recommend is you need to make sure that the company is telling you which probiotic strains are in the product and how much. Just listing a bunch of probiotics is not good enough. The other thing I really do like is that they back up their claims with a lot of research, and the company does conduct quite a bit of research themselves to make sure that their product is doing what they promise it will do. And if you are a company that is making products, please back your claims up with science and back them up with more than one random study that's done in mice. I also love the fact that they do regular testing on all their products to ensure quality and safety. And they report the data and you can see it on their website. They also do a lot of other tests that I won't dive into, but one I did want to mention is called SHIME. And basically this is a digestive survivability test. What they're doing is they want to make sure that when you take the probiotic, it actually goes through your intestinal tract and reaches your colon. And you can see in the image here how this is done. You can learn more about it on their website if you're interested. Honestly, I give Seed a lot of props for the amount of effort that they put into their product. They could be like a lot of other companies where they just package up a bunch of probiotics, put it into a container and sell it to the public without doing much research or testing behind it. So I really do appreciate this. So that's the snapshot of what Seed is. There's a lot more to it than that, but I don't want to take up this whole video with that. You can go on their website to learn more about the product. I want to dive into my own personal experience. Now, I started taking Seed in March 2023, so I've actually been on Seed for 8 months now. I wanted to see if I could improve my digestive health, and I kind of wanted to act as a guinea pig to be able to help you understand if the product's worth it, have actual personal experience, and really just see how it went. When it was delivered to me, it was delivered in a recyclable package, and they also gave me this glass jar. And they gave me a travel jar. So if you're going on vacation or you're going on a trip and you don't want to bring the big jar, you can bring it in this small little container, which I thought was pretty cool. Now their goal is to not have so much plastic, so that's why they give you this glass jar to start. After that, when you continue to purchase the product and reorder, they're going to send them in this little kind of like a cardboard casing, and then you just put them into your glass jar when you're ready to use them. Now, when I first started taking seed, one of the downsides was that it did have this kind of grassy taste that I wasn't a huge fan of. And this was despite the fact that I just swallow them whole with water. Now, this isn't a huge deal. It's something that's really temporary and goes away within like, I don't know, 20 seconds. So it's not a huge deal and you do get used to it, but I did want to mention that. Now, since I'm a dietitian and I do know how to properly track supplements and food and make sure that you're actually doing a proper journal record, I did track my results for over 3.5 months to make sure that I was keeping track of anything that was new so that I was able to actually accurately see if there were any changes happening and if it was due to the supplement or if it was due to other factors such as a food I might have eaten or traveling or stress or something like that. So over 90 days, I tracked things like bloating, bowel movements, and any overall changes since taking the supplement. So what I did was I first took notes on anything that was happening before I started taking the supplement. So for me, the biggest thing was I did experience pretty regular bloating. That was my main issue. TMI, but bowel movements were really a concern for me. I feel like I do eat a pretty nutritious diet, so there weren't any issues there. It was really just the bloating that I wanted to tackle the most. So then after that, what I did was every single day, starting on day 1, I would record the time that I took the supplement, and I would also write any changes that I was noticing or issues I was having, as well as how many bowel movements and the type. Now, when I say type of bowel movements, there's a thing called the Bristol Stool Scale from 1 to 7, so I ranked it on that. So you can see the image here to understand what the Bristol Stool Scale is. I'm not going to share that information with you, but just so you know, I did want to make sure I tracked things properly. I also wrote in any changes that day that weren't related to the supplement. So for example, if I ate something different, maybe I went out for dinner or I was traveling that day or anything like that. So as you can see, I recorded every single day for weeks and weeks and weeks. Okay, so I made sure that I was recording, and I made sure that I recorded almost every single day. And if I missed something, I made sure to make up for it later on. So for the first month, I didn't notice a massive change. I did feel that I was a little less bloated than normal, so that was promising. The company does say it does take a couple months for you to really get used to it, so I was patient with this. After a few weeks, I noticed that I was more regular in terms of bowel movements. Like I mentioned, that wasn't a big issue for me, but my regularity was still improved a bit. After 3 months, I received my second order of seed, and they do have a recurring subscription, so they will send it to you after 3 months if you sign up for that. If you are Canadian, it is important to keep in mind that you are charged shipping and import fees, so this is a cheaper way to do it. Now, the company does recommend that you take seed on an empty stomach, so I always took it first thing in the morning when I woke up and hadn't had any breakfast or coffee yet. So I've gone through about 3 or 4 subscriptions now, and I am still taking it and really am enjoying it. Overall, I would say after these 8 months, my bloating is definitely down. That is something that I am surprised worked so well. I haven't really changed my diet that much because, as I mentioned, I was pretty happy with my diet. I ate a really nutritious diet overall. I was really active. So noticing changes in my bloating after taking this was something that I was happy to see. Now, another claim that the company makes is that it may help with skin health by promoting the gut-skin axis. And I can do a video on that if you want me to. But essentially, our gut is connected to all parts of our body, including our skin. And so the claim is that by taking more probiotics and making a healthier gut, this may improve your overall skin health. So far, I will say that my skin actually has improved over the last couple months. I can't say that it is the supplement for sure though, because I have made changes in my skincare routine. I wear sunscreen, and I'm not positive that seed was responsible for it, but I can't rule it out either. So now I want to dive into the pros and cons of taking seed because there are both. So far, I've really enjoyed taking seed, and I do plan to continue doing so, and really it comes down to these main benefits. The major benefits that I have noticed include less bloating, improved regularity, maybe some skin benefits like I mentioned. I thought the subscription program was extremely convenient. The supplement is very easy to use. The website is easy to use and ordering is simple. Another benefit is you don't need to refrigerate them, and it comes in that convenient travel container like I mentioned. So really some awesome benefits to taking it. Now, I don't have a lot of downsides for taking seed except maybe the grassy taste, but that's not really that big of a deal. But the major one is the cost. It is not cheap to buy this. Now, according to their website, as of the time I'm recording this, it is $49.99 US a month. Now, you can get it 10% off if you order the 3-month subscription, so I do recommend that, but that's still quite a bit of money. If you live in the United States, you don't have to pay for shipping, so that is a major bonus. But because I live in Canada, as usual with most companies, we have to pay all of these shipping fees and all of these import fees, and it does add up over time. My last order cost me $19.95 US for duties and shipping. Now keep in mind that's without a discount code. When I originally ordered the product, I got a coupon for a sale that they were promoting. I think some influencer had a coupon code, so I used it. So as you can see in the image here, I paid less in April and it was a pretty good deal, and it will get more expensive as you continue on and you're not using coupons anymore. Again, if you live in Canada, you have to convert it in Canadian dollars, so it's a little bit more, but overall I would say it is on the higher end of cost, and for some people this is not affordable, and I want to acknowledge that. If it is within your budget and it's something that you want to try, then it is a good option. I do believe that the cost is related to a lot of the research and technology behind the product. Of course, marketing and things like that will also add to the cost, but overall, I don't think that the product is necessarily overpriced, but it is on the higher end of cost because of these factors. Of course, I want to make sure you understand that you do not have to take a probiotic or prebiotic supplement to be healthy, and if it's not within your budget, please do not buy it. That is not the goal here. It's just to provide my honest thoughts. And you can absolutely get probiotics and prebiotics through food, and here are some examples here. So please try to do that first, and then if you can afford a probiotic supplement and seed is something within your budget, then yeah, it is something I would recommend. Now to summarize, I want to share my overall thoughts of the product. So far, I really do like seed. I think it is one of the better probiotic supplements on the market. I also love to see that there are prebiotics to support the beneficial growth of the probiotics that are in your gut. I really think the company does an awesome job at not making any really wild claims. They explain their benefits. They do a lot of research and testing behind it. All of those things I love to see. Now, as I mentioned, I paid for this myself, and I do plan on continuing to buy seed going forward as long as I feel like there's a benefit to it. I was not paid for it, so there's no financial gain that I get from this. Also, my channel is still small, so it's not like I'm getting monetized or anything. So this is all just my personal opinion. Now, do I think it's a magical pill? Absolutely not. It's not a magical pill. No supplement's a magical pill, but it can benefit your health. And I think that is something that is really promising. And I think research on probiotics will continue to impress us over the next couple years and decades. And do I think you should go out of your budget to buy this? Absolutely not. No supplement is worth going out of your budget for. But if you do want to try seed and it is within your budget, this is definitely something that I think is worth at least trying. Please make sure that you give it a few months before you give up on it, because you might not notice any benefits right away. So definitely give it maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 months before you decide to throw in the towel. So that's my honest review. Definitely something that I've enjoyed taking, and I actually have positive thoughts overall on the product. So I really feel happy about that. And I hope that this video was helpful to you. If you found the video helpful, I would love for you to like and subscribe. Commenting also helps a lot. And feel free to share this with your friends, family, and anyone who you think this would be beneficial for. And I'll see you in the next video.